Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. I want to give all praises, honors, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Yahweh is the one and true name of the Heavenly Father who the world ignorantly calls God. God is just a title. Yahweh Shai is the true name of the only begotten Son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay, Yahweh means He is, He exists, He to be, man. Yahweh Shai is He delivers, He saves, He's salvation. I want to get into a lesson. Abaratazar is edifying to the hopeful elect. Okay, I think I'm gonna call this one Confessions. Not sure yet, but anyways, yeah, let's just get into it. This is Revelations 3. It's Revelations 3:15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So the Most High, Yahweh Shai is speaking, saying, hey man, you ain't hot for this thing. And you ain't cold for this thing, okay? You not giving 100% being in this truth, okay? And you're not giving nothing. So you ain't hot, you ain't cold. Like, you're not going all in doing the work, and you're not just saying, F the truth. Like, you got to be either one. Like, which one are you? Verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out thy mouth. So Yahweh Shai is saying, like, you just in the middle. And that ain't good enough. You can't just be in the middle. You can't be in this truth and just say, I'm going to give 50%, or I'm going to do some of this, or I'm going to do some of that. The Most High is going to say, the hell with you, man. Okay, the Most High is saying, Slakia, Yahweh Shai is saying he would rather you just say F the truth than just be stuck in the middle. Because at least you picked a side. You being lukewarm, you got one foot in, one foot out. You don't know what the hell you want to do. Okay? You being double-minded. Okay? You half-assing it. And Yahweh Shai is not about that, man. Okay? Being hot, or it's either you're hot or you're cold. It's either you're going to try to be a man of the Lord, or you're just going to be a straight-up nigger. It's just that simple. Because if you stuck in the middle, the Most High is just not going to fuck with you. Plain and simple. This is 2 Peter 2:21. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of the righteous than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. That's right. So the Most High is basically saying, hey, listen, man, you was better off being a nigga in the world. You was better off being ignorant. You was just better off being wicked than knowing this truth. Because you came in this truth. Okay? The Most High don't bless you with some of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, which there is so many people on this planet that will kill for the secrets of this gospel, and the Most High gave it to you, and you just basically saying, well, fuck it, like, I don't want it. Okay? And that's wicked. So you was just better off being a nigga in the world than to not have known the truth. Because for the Most High to open up your eyes, okay, turn on that light, take you out that dark room, for you to just say, fuck it, that's you giving the ultimate finger to the Most High. Okay? Because this truth of ours, man, it's a precious thing, man. Okay? It's more valuable than rubies, man. Like I said, man, masses of people will kill for this knowledge. And the Most High saying, if you not gonna serve him in truth and sincerity, you're just better off being a nigga. And, you know, I gotta confess, this to a certain extent, this verse right here, kinda applies to me, myself, man. Because I was being lukewarm. Okay? I was, still being in the truth and just, trying to act ignorant, man. So, I'm definitely, speaking of myself along with the 2/3 out there, man. This is Matthew's 12. This is Matthew's 12 and 30. He that is not with me is against me. And how do you show that you're with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? You have faith. You're sincere. You fear him. You go out and do the works on the highways and the byways. You present your body as a living sacrifice. You put up your shows. You show brotherly love. Okay? You try to please the spirit more than you do the flesh. And how do you show that you're against the Most High? You just be a nigga. You be who you were before you came in the truth. You don't go out and do the works. You continuously commit adultery, whether it's, physically or spiritually, always doing something extra wicked on the Sabbath, and it says, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. That's right. And being a man in this truth, we're fishing for the elect. That's how we're gathering with Yahweh Shai. We're fishing for the elect to come back in the fold. And if you're not doing that, you're basically, keeping the elects scattered, man. You're not feeding them, okay? You're not pushing out this word. Scriptures tell you, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High. That's to roughly paraphrase, man. So we got to feed the elect. And if that's what you're not doing, then that means you're just, being an enemy of the Most High. And again, this is referring to myself. I wasn't being as diligent as I was supposed to. And because of that, the Most High was coming at me hard, man, hard. But I wasn't really fully understanding why, because I wasn't being in tune with the scriptures, man. I was in the truth, but I was still lukewarm and coming against the Most High. And the Most High was tearing my ass up. Okay? This is John. This is 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Yeah, man. I think I'm just gonna have to call this show Confessions because I'm just reflecting on events that took place while I was in this truth you know for some time now, and I was I wasn't ready to let go of the world. I knew I was supposed to, but I couldn't do it. No, it's not that I couldn't do it. I didn't want to do it. Okay. And what are some things that are of this world, man? The one main thing I didn't want to let go of this world really was putting the Most High before my son. And man, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Okay? So it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So I was acting like a 2/3, still being in the truth. Okay? Because of the way my situation is, you know, I was barely, I was barely allowed to spend, a certain amount of time with my son. So when I would have him, you know, on the days that we're supposed to go out to camp, sometimes I'd be like, ah, I ain't gonna go out today because that's less time I get to see my son. I want to see my son. Okay? Or, you know what, man? I'm about to go check some chick, you know? Just being wicked, man, just still being involved in the world, going out and doing shit I wasn't supposed to do. Verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And I was still all about the world. I was still doing some things in the truth, but still, it doesn't matter what I was doing. It doesn't matter the righteous acts that I was trying to practice, still being in this truth, because I was still doing other wicked. I was still going off willfully. Regardless of what I was doing, I was still going off willfully, and that just negates any good that I was trying to do. Okay? And like I said, this was when I started learning me going off was me, me going off willfully was a bad choice, man. It was a bad choice because then this is when the Most High decided, you know what? He gonna teach me a lesson. He gonna teach me a hard lesson because I knew right from wrong. This is got past this. Stop it. This is 2 Timothy's 4. 2 Timothy's 4:3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. So being in this truth, man, being under the under the umbrella of GMS, hey man, the apostles and the elders, when they come with this truth, they come with this truth raw and direct. Okay? Like Paul said, but though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. So it doesn't matter how this word comes out. If this word is coming out and it's being truthful and edifying, why are you upset of how it's being delivered? That's like somebody telling you like, yo, I got the answers for the test. Here's the answers. But you don't like the fact that they're yelling at you like, yo, here's the fucking answers. Like, you gonna get upset? Nah, man, take the answer sheet and pass the test. Okay? So I started catching, I just started catching hell from left to right, man. I'm talking about the Most High basically was like, okay, so you don't wanna serve me, you wanna be a nigga, okay, you wanna keep doing shit of the world. This is what I'm gonna do to you, man. Okay. I don't been in um car accidents where I had to go to the hospital. I was all jacked up. Okay. The most high took my son away from me. Couldn't see him for a period of time. The Most High had me just getting jacked up in court where I was facing a lot of legal issues, where I was facing jail time, man. I was facing jail time. And I was dealing with all this court stuff for about a year, man. About a year, okay? Wasn't seeing my son like I was before. I was seeing him less, you know. I'm like I said, man, facing jail time. All because I didn't want to, be sincere. I was still being lukewarm. Okay? I had one foot in, one foot out, and I knew what I was doing. So after, a while, catching all this hell, I'm like, damn, like, I ain't even trying to ask none of these brothers for no advice because they just too rough. I ain't trying to hear nothing rough. Like, I ain't trying to hear that right now. Like, nah, like, I need to hear something else. So it was like, you know, according to the scripture right here, man, 2 Timothy 4:3, where it says, for a time will come when they would not endure sound doctrine. I didn't want to hear the truth. I didn't want to accept the truth, because I had, the scriptures tell you in what is it? 1 Timothy 10 and 13, to roughly paraphrase, amen. Nothing that, you know, basically, man, yeah, but when you read 1 Timothy 10:13, it tells you that the Most High don't put you through nothing that you can't handle. And some of the things that you don't went through, other brothers don't went through. So I wasn't even trying to hear what the elders and the other brothers was telling me about their experience from what I'm experiencing. Because I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to do that. That shit whack. That shit corny. Like, I'm not with that. Like, I wasn't being spiritual. Like, it's like, because I was being lukewarm, like, that worldly spirit was still on me. And I was just here like, nah, should I go, like, to, like, another camp, so I could hear something better, so they could tell me what I want to hear, so they could tell me it's going to be okay, so they could tell me just, sweet things, man, sweet things that I want to hear. But there was something in my spirit that was like, nah, that's not the route. Like, that's not the route. Like, I've always had, despite me being lukewarm, there was always something in my spirit that was just like, nah, like, something not right. Like everything, that the elders and the apostles are saying and the brothers are saying, like, this is what it is, man. All I gotta do is just dive in the scriptures and just be spiritual. Like, the scriptures tell you, man, the flesh and the spirit is always at war with each other. So something in my spirit kept telling me, like, yo, there's a reason the Most High is doing this shit to you. There's a reason he's doing this shit to you. And my flesh was just like, yo, fuck it. Like, nah, like, you're not a man of the law. Like, if the Most High cared about you, then, why would he put you through all this shit? Like, I'm here, like, like, any of you Akims that don't grew up watching Tom and Jerry, and every time, when he want to make a decision, he had the angel on one side, the devil on the other side, and they were just going back and forth. Like that's how I felt. My spirit was like, yo, read, man. Just read the scriptures. And the Most High is gonna speak to you, man. The Most High is gonna let you know why he's chastening you, man. But my flesh was just like, nah, this ain't for you. Get up out of here. Like, it's not for you. But it was just something in my spirit. Like I started getting more fearful because I'm like, shit. So, I just started, being more spiritual, started, getting more in the scriptures, man. I was, praying onto the Most High, like, nah, like I gotta be more involved because the way things that are going on, I'm about to lose my mind because I was still being a nigga. This is Matthew's 16, Matthew 16 and 26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his own soul? So at this point, I felt like damn, the Most High not with me. I felt like everything was just getting worse and worse. Like I was to the point where I was like, what's the point of being in this truth? Like ain't shit going my way, you know? I could barely see my son. I'm broke. I'm facing jail time. Everything in my life is just wrong. It's just straight up wrong. And I didn't know what to do. I was losing. I felt like I was losing my mind. And they have this worldly saying, man, an idle mind is a devil's playground. So when you come in this truth, we learn about the good and the bad. And we learn about the things that 2/3 of Israel do in wickedness to make it into society. And I kid you not, I thought about it because I'm like, yo, man, I can't take it. Like, I can't take it. Like, the Most High need to hurry up and come. But it's like I was still being a nigga because the Most High don't work on my time, man. But I just wasn't getting the understanding because of everything that was going on. I just was being lukewarm. Okay, so I was getting chastened by the Most High, and now you know why? Because I was being lukewarm. I still had somewhat of a nigga mentality, and I didn't understand why because I was being lukewarm. Okay, and I was sitting there thinking like, yo, at the end of the day, man, all of Israel gonna make it regardless, whether they make it on this side or the next side. Israel gonna make it, and for me to have that mindset, I was wicked, man. Straight up wicked on some nigga shit wicked, man. But then again, it was just always something in my spirit that was just like, you can't give up. Like, all you gotta do is just read and be sincere. And the most high is gonna reveal things to you, man. That was always playing in my mind, but at the same time, I was just like, man, I can't wait. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got no patience. I'm like, yo, I'm like the Most High took everything from me. It's like, fuck it. Like, what's the point of me being here? What's the point of me being in this truth if the Most High don't took every damn thing from me, man? Matthew. This is Matthew's 12 and 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest and findeth none. All right. So this is just a wicked spirit leaving the body. He's like, I'm about to go somewhere. But then it says, then he said, I will return unto my house from whence I came out, and when he is come, he find it empty, swept, and garnished. So that unclean spirit was like, okay, ain't shit out here for me. I'm going back home. So when he comes back home, he's like, hold up, wait a minute. Something not right. Something not right. Like, this ain't how I left it. So he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to go get the homies and we gonna redecorate this shit. Verse 45. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there, and the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be unto this wicked generation. And this is what happens to the 2/3 of our people. Okay? That when they come, some who come in the truth, or some who just stay niggas, that evil spirit you had on you, whatever it was, goes out, gets 7 more big 7'9", 450-pound brolic, wicked ass, evil, demonic spirits, and they all come back into your body and they take over and they jack you up. Now you even more bugged out than you ever was, man. You like the scripture says, man. And they enter in and dwell there, and the last state of that man was worse than the first. And I gotta pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai that this never happened to me, man. Because I'm still here pushing, I'm still here doing the work, I'm still here, Lord willing, edifying and hopefully elect. Okay? But this happens to 2/3 of our people. And that's why it says, even so shall it be unto this wicked generation, man. Which is talking about the 2/3 of our people. They got demons upon demons upon demons. And that's why they all bugged out, man. You see some of these homeless people, that walk around, New York in these subways, man. Just like not a couple weeks ago, man, some father, and this happened in the Bronx. He had his daughter. He jumped in front of a moving train trying to kill him and his daughter, man. Those was some demons on him, man. Okay? So, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson on, the things that can happen from being lukewarm, man. Okay? Lord willing, I do a part 2 to this, man. So I want to give all praises, honors, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem and Yahweh Shai, by Hashem and Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to the hope for the elect scattered throughout the 4 corners, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.